بص. and a pure marketing brilliance.
And this year, we have got something unique lined up for you. It's semiotic marketing. For those unfamiliar, semiotic is the study of signs and symbols from colors to shapes to images, all of which communicate a specific message. Today, we'll watch our teams creatively interpret the theme and bring it to life. Exciting, right?
Couldn't agree more. But before we dive into the action, we'd like to extend a heartfelt thank you to our incredible sponsors who made today's event possible. Let's give it up for Dabur Real Fruit Power, our title and foods and beverages sponsor.
We're also grateful to Tata Group as our associate sponsor,
Study Badshah as our education sponsor.
Hiaro as our apparel sponsor,
Ghaziabad Restaurants as our associate partner.
Bonjour Retail as our associate partner,
Khattar's Kitchen as an associate partner.
Cult the Fitness Bar as our associate sponsor as well. Thank you to all your support and for believing in the vision of Markup and MarkRoadies.
Now it's our pleasure to introduce the esteemed judges who will be evaluating our teams today.
First, we have Ms. Shipra Gupta, currently the Senior Marketing Manager at Motorola Mobility. With her extensive experience working across major brands like BharatPe, Ghana, Oppo, and Samsung, she brings deep expertise in media planning, brand promotions, and corporate communication. We are thrilled to have her here with us today. Let's give a huge round of applause for her.
Our next judge is Ms. Pooja Indulkar, the National Customer Marketing Head at NEFT Vodka, bringing extensive experience in customer marketing and brand management. With career-spanning roles at renowned brands like Mars Jägermeister SE and William Grant & Sons, her expertise in luxury branding and consumer engagement makes her an invaluable addition to our judging panel today. Let's give her a round of applause.
Thank you, Ms. Gupta and Ms. Indulkar, for joining us today. Your insights and feedback will be incredibly valuable for everyone of us here.
Now, to all the teams who have made it this far, congratulations. You've shown true dedication, passion, and creativity in navigating through the past rounds, showcasing your marketing flair and semiotic skills.
Before we begin, let's introduce the case study that all our teams will be tackling today.
This year's challenge takes us back to Delma Bay, a city of contrast where vibrant college districts meet bustling corporate spaces. It's here that Cal Web Beers is preparing to launch two new products. Mint Beer, a refreshing minty flavor aimed at young, adventurous drinkers, and a coffee beer, a bold, rich brew crafted for a mature professional taste.
Leading this launch is Mr. Nash Eddy, Calver's marketing director, who faces a unique challenge. Due to budget constraints, he must create one unified marketing campaign that appeals to both young students and also seasoned professionals, while capturing each product's identity in detail.
Each team's task is to design a single semiotic marketing campaign that uses symbols, imagery, and shared experiences to bridge the gap between the two audiences, all without directly advertising the products due to India's strict alcohol laws.
It's a complex real-world challenge that calls for blending youthful energy with refined sophistication. We are excited to see how our participants rise to the occasion with their creativity and solutions. Before we begin, and I hand over the stage to our participants, let's quickly go over the rules. Each team will have about 10 minutes, which will be followed by 5 minutes of Q&A by our judges. For any team presenting online, please ensure cameras are on at all times. A bell and an alarm will be rung at 5 minutes, here by my colleague. And towards the end, another alarm will be rung by my colleague to indicate the round has ended. Please make sure you do not exceed the limit. Any questions?
Okay.
I guess not.
All right, let's get the show up and running. First up, we have the group of three, M-N-A, led by Manasvi Maheshwari and followed by N and A.
Good evening, everyone. Like they already mentioned, our team name is M and A. My name is Manasvi. And let me just start. So we know that beer and life has a lot of similarities. Just chill for the best results. So just sit back, chill and relax as we will go into depths of our executive summary. Now starting with the problem statement. Benma Day is a a city of dualities. It has a rich coastal line as well as a touch of modernity and urban spaces. And even our target market caters to the college-going, playful crowd as well as the professionals who just want to sit back and relax after their heavy office. Now coming to the two flavors that we have launched. First one being a mint flavor for the playful audience, priced at 159, and the other being the coffee variant that prices on a little premium side for our sophisticated professionals who come back from office and just want to enjoy the depths of the taste. Now handing over to my teammates.
So now that we know what our problem statement is, let's see who are we actually catering to. Our two major audience here is the young professionals and the students, right? Now we have subdivided that into four personas. The first persona being the social freshman. We all know ye jawani hai diwani. मैं उड़ना चाहता हूँ, मैं दौड़ना चाहता हूँ, and that's what we are catering here. The fun people, the friendly people, high on social media, but they're little low on budget. They want affordable products, and here comes our mint product, which gives them a taste but also affordability. The second persona is the budget conscious, who are just right after the college, entering the professional world, also entering the adulthood, so they have responsibilities. So again, they are also price sensitive. They need products with new experiences but with lesser prices. The third one is the go-getter, who are the happiest today because tomorrow is a Friday night. They only want the fresh experiences, but at the same time, now you know that drinks are not only a medium of relaxation, but they're also a medium where they can go and network with other people. So these are the professional people with stable income, with stable career, who wants to network and relax on the weekend. Our fourth is the social wanderer who only want to party, go to pubs, go to social events. And here we are catering them through pubs and bars and cafes. The next slide will be introduced.
Now, let's talk about our competitor. So we have three competitors. First one is Urban Hoops Beauty. So Urban Hoops Beauty combines artistry with everyday affordability. And they're majorly catering young professionals ranging within the age group of 25 to 35 plus. So their price ranges from 180 to 220. Talking about the second competitor, which is Campus Brew. So Campus Brew is an affordable, trend-driven brand which is basically catering young college-going students and young professionals. And since they play a lot on budget friendliness, so they have positioned themselves within 90 to 100, 110 price. Third competitor is Brew Bold. It is a high-end brand which is creating bold beers for mature drinkers, and they have the price range of 200 to 250. Now let's talk about our big idea. Share it with a friend. Hashtag not just a drink. It is a campaign that positions Carlsberg not just an beverage but as an experience that brings people together. With this campaign, we aim to encourage both professionals and college-going students to, create memorable experiences that seamlessly blend into their social and professional settings. The campaign goal is first, boost awareness, second, drive engagement, and third is building brand loyalty. So we aim to position Calwave as a lifestyle choice within the college-going student and young professionals. Talking about key metrics that we'll be using to measure our campaign. First will be event participation. Second will be social media metrics, such as measuring our reach, monitoring our reach. Third will be our sales, and then finally we'll be collecting feedback from our customer. Now, I believe there has been a lot of talking, and marketing is not just about talking, right? So let's have a look at our campaign. Hello. Yeah. So at Carlsberg, we believe that the beauty is in the eye of the beer holder. Now coming to the phases of our campaign. We have grouped our campaign into three phases based on the activities that we're going to do. The first one is the social media engagement. Our focus is to get influencers and bring awareness around the teens because social media is the biggest platform and all the eyeballs are on Instagram only these days. Now coming to the second partnership. Now when it comes to partnership, we want to partnership with high-end cafes, co-working spaces, as well as we want to bring in our beers in the fun Fridays that we have at offices where people are in their jeans holding our beers. And the last one is a big event that will be Share It With a Friend, where we want to invite influencers to create content. We will have a lot of fun games like minty moments, conversations on coffee, to market our beer not just as a drink, but more than that. Something that comes around when you have your conversations or when you're just sharing the genuine, uncanny moments with your friends, with your colleagues. So the idea is to go beyond with the idea of just having a drink, but having a moment with your friends.
Now that we have discussed our big idea, we have discussed what our phases is, let's discuss our timeline. But before I move to our timeline, we were symbols, colors. But specifically, we did not use our symbols or the colors. Our symbol, our color, everything is our brand campaign, which our symbol, our color, everything is our brand campaign, which is not just a drink. And that's the hashtag that we are catering to, and that's the hashtag that we want to drink. And that's the hashtag that we are catering to, and that's the hashtag that we want to cater to in the future as well. Okay. So the timeline starts on 4 or 2024, which is just going right now, November and December. Why are we doing it in November? Just going right now, November and December. Why are we doing it in November and December? Because this is the most festive and the jolly mood of the year. Everyone wants to party. Most festive and the jolly mood of the year. Everyone wants to parties. Everyone wants to go with the trips to their friends and share it on their Instagram. And that's why we want to channelize on the beauty of New Year's and the Christmas that is going to come here right now. That's why we are doing influencer marketing live sessions and the hashtag challenge that is going to happen. Then we move to the quarter 1 of 2025, where we are strategically moving into the partnership with the cafes and the pubs and the bars that we want to cater. This is the period where we want to raise awareness of the product. The second phase starts when we move to the quarter 2 of 2025, and that's where we derive the interest in our consumers. And how do we do that? We share the event that consumers. And how do we do that? We share the event that Manasvi just talked about. That a big event will be launched in the second quarter. Share it with your friend. And here we'll be having a tasting sessions where we will try to introduce our product to the other mediums and try them to, and help them to develop the interest in our product. The third is the desire, quarter 3 of 2025. Here we are catering to the desire. Everybody wants our product. And how we are going to do that? We are going to, as we see, we have done the awareness, we have done the interest. Now we want our people to desire it and demand it. That's when people will go to the pubs and cafes, as well as on the friendly corporation meeting that we want to partner with. And the fourth quarter 2025, that's when we want to measure what we have done and make improvements on our plans that have been executed till now. Having discussed about everything that we have to do about our campaign and our project, the next we are moving to the financial analysis. We were given that the market size is 2,500 crores and the projected growth is 8%. With that percentage, we have taken out the market share size and market share for different age groups. So the first age group is 18 to 25 having 45%, 26 to 45 having 35%, and 36 to 40 having 20%. We also tried to have a cost system where how much we are spending on the campaign, because as it was said, it has to be a budgeted constraint was given to us. So we don't want to overspend it. That's why we have 12 lakh 25,000 of the budget. That is basically divided into three major parts. First is media, second is collaboration, and third is the event. And with the timer, we also come to the end of our presentation. Thank you so much for hearing us out. We are open to the questions. Thank you.
Shall I start?
Yeah.
Okay, I think first of all, great presentation and very eloquently put, and all the points were very well covered. Just a couple of things. Firstly, and I think you would be able to tell that better, but why are we particularly starting this in the month of November, which is winters and not very ideal for the seasonality of beers?
Ma'am, we gather that maybe it's not for the beer, but we are trying to cater to the festive thing that is happening in the year. And that's when November and December comes in. Christmas and New Year's, you mostly go out and you have drinks with your friends. And if I remember correctly, even Coca-Cola did that. With the beer thing they wanted to do earlier. With the Christmas, they trying to project Coca-Cola with Christmas, and that's how Coca-Cola and Red came into the picture. Similar is our concept that we want to project our drink as not just a drink, you want to share it with your friends. You want to have a memorable experiences. So that's the best time that we thought of having that moment and creating not just about the beer, but creating about the campaign that can go long run to the brand.
Okay, sure, that's well answered. Secondly, what do you think is the main goal of this campaign and how does it align to the overall brand positioning of the brand?
So, ma'am, overall brand positioning, if you're talking, as we know that in India, we have a constraint that we cannot market our product directly, which is especially alcohol, right? That's why we don't want to show this beer as something which is deteriorating the market. But we want to share it with our friend. It's something that you're experiencing on an everyday basis. So this brand positioning is not as a position of a beer with your friend, that is helping you in networking, that is helping you in developing your friendships and making new friends and experiences in life. And that's why we are catered to different projects, like you're going to the music festivals, you're going to the cafes, and then you're going to the corporates. So these are the three sectors that we are covering with the different brand positioning. And the positioning is the same, that you want to have a moment and experience with your people rather than just have a beer. Because with beer, you have a lot of competition in the market. But if we want to market as a beer, we might have a different competition. But if you're having an experience of drinking, that is a different thing overall.
Cool, that's fair because I think that emotional part is coming out very well. Just one suggestion I have, your IDA model, the awareness, I think, and I don't know if I've captured that correctly, but that's spread out a lot. So your quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, right? So attention span of users, if think of yourself as a user, it's zero. Like literally, I think Facebook or Meta, these guys actually say it's two seconds.
Yeah.
So ideally, it should be a little bit so that people actually register the launch campaign. So that, yeah.
No, ma'am, surely we'll take that into consideration. We'll try to constrain it to maybe lesser ones so that we can have a better metrics to judge upon and also have the attention of our consumers.
And just one more thing, I think when you do the costing also, any marketing costing, do it quarter-wise so that you can prioritize. Otherwise, you have a ballpark figure right now, but you don't know because you divide it into quarters, you don't know what is your priority quarter. So use a percentage indexing model.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you. Well done.
Yeah, so it was a great presentation, and as you said that it's you have considered festive season. So in reality, festive season starts from October because Diwali is the major festival that people consider to have drinks with family, friends. So O and these 3 months are the important ones for festive season that you haven't considered. Now my question is that when I have seen all these slides, I have seen the major focus on youth. So if I will talk about the adults, so what kind of strategy will you use to entice them so they can have both kind of drinks or mainly the bold kind of drink that is coffee beer?
So, ma'am, basically the campaign, when we talk about share it with a friend, we want to cater to younger generation as well as the office going people. It's just about having a conversation. So there we don't want to put an age ballpark. And also, ma'am, for coffee variant, we want to partner with the upscale bars. Like we had one in the case as well, the glass room, where people there is a little bit of premium segment. Then coming to a lot of high-end clubs where we can target. And also when we talk about the offices, like the corporate offices, there we have a plethora of ages. Like you would even have an executive of 50 years and you'll even have someone just joining in at 21. So there offices is a big space where we can cater to our premium category. Also co-working spaces is a major category where people with good incomes, with stable incomes who want to enjoy. So that moment comes here. We wanted to create one campaign for both the brands. That's why we came up with Share It with a Friend that caters to both the age groups, just about the emotional quotient of having just a drink with your friends.
Also, ma'am, adding to what she said, one of my major points for corporates was also Fun Fridays. So we want to change the notion of Fun Fridays. Fun Friday for right now is just that you finish your work and you go back to your home, or either you're chilling with your friends in the pubs. And that's when we want to cater and change the notion of Fun Fridays, where Fun Fridays are associated with our drink and our campaign. That's when either the offices are organizing those parties for them on the Fun Friday and taking their employees out. So that was a major area that we were catering to, the Fun Fridays and the corporate social networking events.
So, one like advice for you guys, like think like the category which comes in the age group of 35 to 40, they don't prefer to go to restaurants or cafes to have their drinks. They prefer to have it at their home with a sophisticated manner. So that thing is missing in your presentation, that you should come up with some on-ground activations also. If I will talk about, say, you have taken mainly the digital media kind of activations, but if you have to do any kind of campaign, you have to cater both like on-ground activations also. So you have to do some kind of events where you can, because the budget that you have made, it is mainly doing influencers and more of digital, right? So that part is missing. Overall, it is a great presentation. You have covered everything. And the 2 points that I have noted there is like dividing, categorizing it so that you can cater both category of age groups. One your youth and one is your adult. And second is that you should also focus on ground activation. That is majorly important thing. Then you can connect with the people in a better manner.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Fantastic job, Team M&A. Next up, we have the Adventurous Adventures, led by very curious Swechha Tiwari, riding their adventure to somewhere we'll see.
Good evening, everyone. We are Team Adventurers. Our team leaders Swechha Tiwari, Prerna Gupta, and myself, Karishma Gujrani. We are here today to present the marketing campaign that we have devised for CalBev. At the first bit of our presentation, we will have a look at the problem statement, analyze it. Secondly, we will go through our key stakeholders, and we will also see who our target segment is. Starting with our problem statement. So as we know, CalBev is an emerging brand which is planning to come up with two different kind of drinks. One which is suitable for young professionals, old taste, suitable for elder professionals. The problem that they are facing right now is that there is a bit of budget constraint and they cannot make two different strategies for both the different groups. So they have to come up with something that mixes both the groups together, an advertising campaign that can bring both the groups together. Also, for the advertisement regulations, we cannot show the beer or the drink on television because there's a legal regulation, and also we cannot show any minors in the ad. Nextly, moving on to our the key stakeholders. Firstly, our primary key stakeholders are customers, because based on that, their feedbacks and their preferences is how we are going to devise our marketing strategy. Secondly, CalBev, our company, the marketing team, the executives, the sales and product development team, it's in their hands how they devise the marketing. So they are our major key stakeholders. Next is the regulating bodies. As I mentioned in the previous slide, there are some regulations that we need to follow. That's why they are also our key stakeholders. Next is the suppliers and distributors that will provide us with the raw material and logistical support. And lastly, we have our competitors like Campus Brew and other competitors which were mentioned in the case study. how they act is also very important on how we would devise our strategy. Nextly, focusing on our target segments. So we have majorly divided two segments. Firstly, the student and young professionals aging from 18 to 35, who prefer a more vibrant and lively space, and they prefer light flavored and some flavored beers. And their monthly drinking frequency, 50% of them have drinks weekly, and 37% of them have drinks monthly. Our second segment is our elder professionals who are aged 35 plus years, who prefer a more bold and rich flavors, and they prefer more sophisticated and upscale bars. The presentation will be taken forward by my teammate Swechha now.
Thank you, Karishma. Now, talking about the commonalities that we found between both of our segments according to the case. First is their social preference. As both of our segments prefer social drinking over drinking at home, as it was given in the case. And the second one is the preference to taste. As both of our target segments value taste the most, this is in favor of our flavored beers. Next, talking about the solution that we have proposed. The main theme of our solution revolves around utilizing the appeal that of beaches, as beaches are very calm as well as lively. So it appeals both to our mature professionals as well as the youth segment. Factors that favors our solution are that in our solution we have basically kept the main event at an upscale beachside cafe that favors the taste of the professionals, as well as we have also integrated some gaming activities in the beach that attracts more to the youth segments. Now, next slide. Talking about the campaign. Our campaign is bold or bright, drink what you mind. It is basically an offline campaign that is set at a beachside setting. Our main event, it is basically a beer tasting event with some innovative elements. So the main event is set at an upscale cafe that is just next to a beach. And there, to make it more interesting and engaging for youth as well, we have also kept some beer trivia contest. So there, the professionals who are knowledgeable about beer, they can also participate in, as well as the youth will also be attracted to it. And simultaneously, with the tasting event happening at the cafe, next to the cafe that is at the beach, we are hosting first a beach volleyball contest. Second is our bonfire. Both of these activities definitely attract more to the youth segment. Also, the professionals can also participate who are more into gaming activity. Campaign benefits are it definitely it enhances our brand awareness and customer engagement, as well as it will give boost to our sales. And the insight that we gain from our customers, it will help in the market research, as well as it will enhance our brand image, as people will perceive it more as a fun brand. Now, over to Prerna.
For the brand positioning part, we have also taken into consideration the brand framework. So here we have taken the brand mantra in the middle, that is, we have the brand campaign, that is bold or bright, drink what you might. We have given the choice to our consumers that what they want to drink, they can have it. It's their choice, it's their preference, it's their taste. Also, we have points of parity with the industry and the competitors. So we have taken into consideration the bold flavors for the professional and the calm and the fresh and savory flavors that preferred by youngs and professional youths, that are mint beer specifically, and points of disparity that we have different in our brand other than our competitors, as well as the industry, what other people are doing. So we are unified one strategy for both of our products, which are very different, which catering to different sectors, which are very different from each other, which do not align with the taste of their preferences. Other than that, we are substantiators, so we do not have directly recommend these drinks to anybody else, but we have analysis, that are trend analysis, competitive pricing, and our brand tells a story. Then we have brand value. So our brand is bold yet quirky. Visual identity, we have keep it very calm and visual. It is the mint beer is green in color, the coffee beer is brown in color. Also, we have done the 5C analysis for the brand. So here for the campaign, customer, we have two types of customer. First, we have our youth segment or young professionals, and other we have the elder professionals. Company, so we are so the company is at its beginning stage. It is a startup, so we want to aware the customers about our company. So we have taken a campaign that will enhance our brand presence. Then we have competitors. So we have other beer brands as well as we are we are performing our campaign in a cafe. So our direct competitors are cafe as well. Then we have collaborator. So we have taken a beachside cafe, which is our collaborator. We have also hired some musicians, and other than that, we have event management company that will help us in crowd management. Then we have the context is market trend increasing demand for the flavors, which is required, which the gap was seen in the case study as well, and cultural factor, the preferences of youth and professionals changing. Then we have the challenges. We have also find out the challenges that can come across in our way. So first is the regulatory hurdle. There can be a delay in getting the license done because it is a not very not very easily available thing that we can get anywhere. So that's one. And other than that, venue availability. So we have also catered to the thing that if the cafe is not available at that time when we are about to start our campaign, then we have weather conditions because it is a beach side. We cannot do it on a very extreme monsoon time, or we have to choose a certain time that is favorable for the campaign. Then crowd management. Also, we have to take because we are expecting a footfall of 7,000 people in our campaign. So we want it to be managed properly. Then I'll just.
So I'm here to do the cost analysis. The basic things are in the first column, which are, we'll get into the detail about something, which is the product cost. So as my friend mentioned that we are going to have volleyball tournaments or some beer trivia, and as in prize to the winners, we are going to give them away our products. We're going to give 2 cans of both the flavors to the winners. And other than that, for the tasting event also, we have decided we're going to give 50 milliliters of drink to every person who comes to taste the beer. So accordingly, we have, as my friend said, we are going to have a 7,000. We are expecting a 7,000 footfall, out of which 5,000 are going to be youth and 2,000 predicting to be the professionals. So accordingly, we have devised the drink cost that we're going to need is about 1,73,000. Other than that, the serving materials that we're going to need, the local musicians that we're going to invite, and the photographers and videographers to capture, and later on we can also share that on your social media for more brand awareness, and that brings our total cost to around 5,40,000. And that was a presentation. Thank you so much. We're open for questions.
Thank you guys. I think that was a very detailed presentation with a lot of ancillary stuff. So what I liked about it, the market research, the commonality of the points, because that intersection is important. Also the challenges. So I think you've covered the consumer truth and the product truth very well. My only concern and a major concern is the footfall of 7,000 people. You've allocated 10,000 for your promotion of the event, which is the least. So how are we expecting 7,000 people to turn up for the event? And also, and the second corollary question to this is, what is the scalability and sustainability of this? Like, how would you amplify the event?
Thank you for the compliments and question. Actually, we have, as there was no size of the city given to us, population size, so we just assumed it to be around 1 to 1.5 lakh if it is the youth population, and around 50,000 if they are mature professionals. So we just guesstimated that approx 2,000 of mature professionals can still show up, and like it was more of a guesstimate, and including it is a very sprawling campus city with a lot of campuses, so we expect a good around 1.5 lakh students living there. So approx from there, out of it, around 3,000 students and 2,000 young professionals, and we expect that.
To add to that, I think we forgot to mention that it's going to happen on a weekend, like on a Saturday night, Saturday evening. So I don't think we're going to need a lot of marketing because free beer tasting and volleyball, music and bonfire on a beach is, I think everyone would be interested to come in. So I don't think we need a lot of marketing to attract more people. That's why we have kept a low budget for that.
Okay. The suggestion here would be that always, I think that's basically a fundamental rule that if you're creating a campaign and this campaign is a major, it's not even a basic BAU campaign, right? It's a launch campaign. Then you need to allocate something for the promotion, otherwise it falls flat, right? How would you scale it? So that's one thing. Secondly, so in your opinion, what would be the performance matrix? Like, how would you define if this campaign was successful or not?
So basically, first is definitely the football. If what we are expecting, we
वो तो आ ही रहा है ना वो तो आप लेके थोड़ी आ रहे हो वो तो वीकेंड में आ रहे हैं लोग आ रहे हैं इंडिया के लिए
Secondly, we have organized the tournament, volleyball matches. So we are about to give some awards, like beer cans to people who are winning. There are 40 participants that are winning from the games. So the taste or the taste of the beer will be stick to them, or the cans that were given to them will attract them more. That's our.
So the second point that I was about to mention, it was that as uh, this campaign would definitely help us in associating our brand more with the fun part, and people will have something to remember our brand with. They would value the experience, and this would help us in gaining more word of the mouth. So if we get enough word of the mouth conversions, so that will be a performance indicator for our campaign success.
That's a very strong, I think, philosophy. Word of mouth and advocacy really helps. However, just one, suggestion that a 360 marketing plan is very important. So sampling is, of course, very critical for a physical product like this. But you need a 360 presence to kind of add to that word of mouth, right? So that's just one takeaway. Thank you, but well done.
Yeah, so like to the last team, I mentioned that they have wished to do some kind of pointers for events that you have covered up in your deck. And you were talking about some brand stories. So, what is the brand story that you have developed for this?
It is basically associating our brand more with the fun and liveliness as well as calmness as the setting and all and the musicians and everything being at an upscale cafe and all. So stories basically it will tell it so that brand is very fun and like cheerful.
So we are not selling the product only, we are selling the experience that we making them come to the beach and experience what we are giving. So that's our story.
Okay, so for your knowledge and information, brand story is something which is like there for the existence of the product. Why this product is there? So it is like supported by some story. Okay, so you have to develop a story that you can tell to the consumers that this had happened and that's why our product is there. Second thing, you guys have mentioned regulatory hurdles that some licensing and permit issue will be there. So can you explain that, like what kind of issue?
Yeah,
Rather.
it was basically the permit to have beach for as our event for the cafe. So it will take a lot of time as we did some research and on the internet that it takes quite some time to get license for the beach and all. So it might have delays. So that was fun.
Yes. So you can say like if you have collaborated with any bar, so they have their bar license with them, so you can like do some events on the license of by using their license. You don't have to work much on getting the license or getting into regulate. Right?
Thank you, ma'am. But the part was that for bars we have the license, but for the beach.
Because you have collaborated with a bar, so you are not doing that event directly, or you are like sponsoring that event, right? You are like doing this sponsor event with that particular bar at which you have collaborated. So ultimately, they will do that event, and you will be the major sponsor for them. You don't have to get into getting the license or regulatory permits and all this stuff. So I think that from my station, you guys have again put so much of energy on doing the offline uh, activation, but now you have missed the online. Yeah. So like before they were focusing majorly on online, now you're focusing mainly on offline campaigns. So it should be a mix of both because you have to cater the audience everywhere. And like doing an event in a single event will not help you. And word of mouth is a strategy that will take a lot of time. So it's tough to like work on that. Another like the problem you guys have understand that you guys have a very limited budget. But if you are consuming that budget in doing a single event, so it will not be able to generate that much of brand awareness or like getting the results of that output of the campaign. So you have to think in a manner that actually with your limited sources, like the limited sources that you have, mainly is the limited budget. And second, that you have to get a both. This one is your light beer, and second is your coffee beer.
Thank you, ma'am. But for that itself, we actually had that in our mind. And for that, we have included the cost of photographers and videographers in our budget. So we are planning to capture that entire offline event and then we will market it with our campaign hashtag online. So we have the blend of both planned.
Thank you.
Great job, adventurers. Now it's time for the hustlers. Led by Ayush Kumar Saraf. Unfortunately, his team couldn't join us today. So apparently, he's the lone hustler here today.
Hello everyone, I am Ayush, the team leader of the team Hustlers. I will present the case in front of you and the analysis that I have done by my team. Coming to the introduction initially, the overview of the case was that we have to place the product, main product and also the coffee beer in the market with the unified campaign. The challenges are that we have to launch the product with a single campaign for the two different products. On analyzing the problem statement, we have found three issues that were initially we have to appeal the two distinct groups that were youth and also the professionals. And also we have to create a cohesive brand image that will reflect each product with unique identity. And also we have to comply with the legal restriction that has been done in the organization. Let's analyze the products that we are forming. Initially, when we are positioning the two products that are mint beer and coffee beer, the target youth for the mint beer are the target are youths, and also for the coffee beer, it is the professionals. Taking out the price for the mint beer I have assumed as 159, and also for the coffee beer it's 209. We will discuss about it later. The differentiation about both the products is that the mint beer flavors will be cool and refreshing, and also for the coffee beer it will be rich and bold. We have also done some market analysis. On the basis of that, we have found that the beer consumption by youth is 45%, whereas by the professionals is 30%. And for the social spaces, the beer consumption are basically done at the pubs and cafes, for example, the classrooms and also for the metro launches. Now coming to the customer preference, the flavors for the customer preference for the youths are basically the different light and fruity beers, and also for the mature are the bold and premium flavors. The key competitors are basically the urban hops, campus brew, and brew worlds. The campus brew is basically targeted by the students because of the range, also because we know that the students need to do a party a lot, but they are price centric also. They basically need to spend less, but they need to do party a lot. And also the segments for brew world is basically the mature targets, and the price range is 200 to 250 rupees. The gap that has been identified is that for the youth, we don't have the mid range that is between 110 to 180, so that if some kind of youth want some premium brand of beer, so they can afford us. Also, some sophisticated flavors for the professionals are required for the same, and there is lack of symbolic branding for the youth and professional demographics. Now the challenges that has been we have to face are that we have to target the dual segments. We also have to maintain the product identities. We also have to maintain the legal constant and also the competitive prices, because the prices plays a key role in the market when there is not a monopoly market. On the basis of the segmentation, as I have discussed earlier, that for 18 to 25 we are targeting the mint beer, and for 20 to 35 plus we are targeting the coffee beer. So the message that the mint beer will provide is freshness, energy, and vibrancy, and the market and the message that coffee beer will provide is boldness, depth, and sophistication. So the go-to-market strategies is that initially we are going for the unified campaign with a specified theme, and the theme that we have decided is that creating experience and connection with not only with one but with everyone. Also, we are doing the social media and events that we are focusing on the themes like digital platforms and influencers, along with some events that we used to perform. Also, the product placement is very important for the same. So we are basically we are doing the selective placement, that is in the cafes, the classrooms, and the metro lawns, where both professionals and youths are going. So the conclusion for the same is that we have to go for the semiotic approach along with the differentiation of the different groups. And also the recommendations are that we have to do unified messaging, that is we have to create a connection between the youth as well as the professionals. The social media integration is that we will use the influencers and digital platforms for the same. And for the campaign flexibility, we have to change the demographics as the city evolves, because for the different cities we need the different campaigns.
Thank you for the presentation. Just one quick question. So, why haven't the other team members presented? Okay, so they're not here. Oh, fair enough. So, okay, I am a little confused that what is exactly the campaign and what is the theme. That's my first question. And as a subset, when you mentioned that we are trying to forge a connect between both the TGs, the different personas and the different demos that we have, how are you forging that connect?
The theme that I am providing is that we are not connecting through one, we are connecting to everyone. So in a social gathering, if we like metro lounges where both the youth and professionals are standing or sitting together, it's not about that we are being in a single environment, we are being in with the different groups. So it is going to create a connection between those.
Okay, fair enough. So theme is clear. What is the campaign? Okay, so campaign is not here. You have the theme ready. Okay. So with that theme in mind, what do you think is the differentiation with the other competition brands? Because this is something that anybody can take, and this is basically the environmental factor. It is not a theme per se. The suggestion here is that this is what you're saying is something which is already existing. So how do you think that you will be able to differentiate between the competition brands? What is your KSP and USP?
The price range that we are targeting, we are creating a premium brand here. We are not just creating a normal brand, because the gaps which we are filling, basically the different types of flavors, and also along with the price range that we are targeting is not only for the low range but also for the medium range, which will create us the different form.
Okay, sure. Thank you. Thank you so much.
My question is of the same, like what is the campaign? Because you have mentioned everything, like you have categorized, you have done the segmentation, aging, pricing, everything. But what kind of strategy that you will use in the campaign? Because like if you will go through the case study, it has mentioned the problem, and you have to come up with a solution that is particularly for campaign, right? So you have mentioned that you will use the semiotic approach. So what is that approach? Like semiotic, you have defined it. I should say that you have explained what a semiotic approach is, but what strategy you will adapt when you will do a campaign? Like it has icons, it has symbols, it has themes, some taglines. So what kind of taglines that you will use in it if you are doing a new campaign?
Just the theme that I told right
What we are arriving at is that in the entire campaign presentation, the campaign is represented.
Yes.
Which is the main important thing. So you have to come up with a post where you are targeting both categories like youngsters, adults, both age group, and what kind of taglines that you can use that will again target both light beer as well as bold beer. Thank you.
Well, what an amazing set of presentations so far. Let's give a big round of applause to all the teams for their creativity in marketing. Now we'll take a pause for 15 minutes and then resume the later presentations.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah.
Thank you. So when can we start? Can we start right now? Thank you. So good evening, everyone. Today we are going to take you on a journey through life's best moments, one sip at a time. Okay, imagine this. You are 21, wild, free, just discovering the joys of life. And let's be real, there are certain questionable decisions as well. So then we'll also fast forward to the 30s where we are trying to balance work, social life, and there's something called as responsibilities. And then finally we hit the wise years, which is at 50s where we all savor the life's calm moments and peace. This journey would not be complete without Calvin, that brand that grows with you from youthful thrills to very calm reflections. So let's set the stage with our tagline: Invoke your rasa. Calendar is all about capturing the essence of life through rasa, a Sanskrit concept that represents these flavors, moods, and emotions. So our products bring out two different rasas: Shringara rasa, which is for the youthful playness, and Veera rasa, which represents calm, confidence, and wisdom. And yes, we are talking about mint, mineral water, and coffee tonic by Calbert. Now, so let me explain this line. So, like I said at first, picture yourself, you're 21, you're young, full of dreams, and there is some chaos at the age of 21 also. When we are out with our friends, the music is on, we are just one drink away from deciding that, wow, let's have karaoke night. But that's where Calden's mint mineral water comes in. It is fresh, cool, and it is the perfect companion for all those nights you might not remember, but you will definitely cherish.
Hey everyone, I'm Kalpek Bevraj, or as my friends call me, Kal the Party Bear. Mint mineral water is my go-to drink. It keeps me feeling fresh while I dance, mingle, and well, make some bold moves. It's like a breath mint and a confidence boost all in one. So when I lean close in, all anyone notices is the cool mint freshness and not the 3 slices of garlic pizza I had earlier.
Now, coming to our mission is to create nature-inspired beverages that bridge generations, crafting shared moments of joy, warmth, and connection.
Can we go to the previous slide?
And our vision is to be the premier choice of beverages that celebrate life, inspire community, and unite people through every sip. Next slide. Now, our first surrogate product, that is mint mineral water. It is crafted with Singara Rasa in mind, the essence of playfulness and attraction. Think of it as a perfect partner for your let's go out and see where the night takes us out. In short, it is a perfect partner for your for you, and make sure it makes sure you stay fresh while making connections out. Basically, social life in a bottle.
Yeah, so no, the same slide. Please maintain the same slide. So in Calvert, we handcraft our mint mineral water. We all know what it means. Yeah, we are using the surrogate products for Indian laws. So it blends quality and flavor, and it also puts in the essence of Ayurveda, where mint is associated with an invigorating effect and also has a calm and refreshing sense within ourselves. Next slide, please.
Yeah, now let's look at the craft. This is not just about the taste, but it's a lifestyle of the mint mineral water. Our research shows that the young adults associate ourselves with the mint flavors, with energy and freshness. So this makes mint mineral water the perfect partner in crime for those who work hard and play harder types. So
yes,
as based on the graph that we see it, we are expected to get the engagement rate for the mint mineral water from 8% in Q1 to up to 15% in Q4. This is with the use of the social media through Instagram, basically majorly. On to the next slide.
Mint mineral water is there for every party, every late night adventure, and maybe just one more drink moment. And if it gets too spicy, it has that mint coolness to keep you chill.
And that is precisely why Calbert's mint mineral water will be a hit among the 21 to 29 crowd. It is designed for the youth in keeping in mind the essence of refreshness and youthfulness. Next slide.
Yeah, okay, hold on to the slide. Hold on. Could you go to the previous slide? Yeah. So now, let us now consider our next phase in life, which I mentioned. You are in your 30s, you have a full-time job, and then you have meetings, mails, calls to attend, and you have a lot more responsibilities than you even thought. So maybe you don't have the time to party as much, but you still want to have a good time, So that is where we bring in our dual offerings, mint mineral water along with coffee tonic. So that is where you get your time to relax after a heavy, stressful day at work, and you can get to chill. So when we see this graph, it shows us that social events, cafes, all that contribute to more of the youth crowd, and the calm, relaxed centers, co-working spaces is where the 30-35 plus people come into action. So let us breathe into the magic of rasa and move on to the next slide.
Now I'm at 30, so life's got a bit going. I mean, now I've got something called as a retirement plan to think about. Hey, I'm still young enough to enjoy a good drink. But maybe that not lets me leave in a regretting choice the next day. So at this stage, it's all about balance. Mint mineral water gets you through the day, keeps you refreshed, and takes on a readiness. But what about coffee tonic? A little more sophisticated, a little bold, and a whole lot smoother than your younger years. So based on that, we projected a profit of the quarter, based on the quarter basis, we projected a profit as well. What looks?
So coffee tonic basically it embodies Veera Rasa. We talked about Shringara Rasa, which is the youthful playfulness in for the mint mineral water. For coffee tonic, it's about the Veera Rasa. So it's not just about getting that buzz feeling. It's about after a very hectic thing, you get to relax, sit, unwind with friends, talk about life's journey. That is what is really new about coffee tonic.
Now let's talk about how we are going to bring our two new products to life. We are planning a campaign, a Beach Bash 2024. Through the campaign, we are planning to conduct. We have designed the campaign. We have designed the campaign by having two zones. One is green zone and another one is bold zone. The green zone is basically for the mint mineral water, representing youthfulness, and the bold zone is for the young professionals and the mid-aged people. In the green zone, we have planned activities like beach volleyball, surfing, parasailing, and other beach adventure-related activities. And for the bowl zone, we have designed lounges, keeping in mind the coffee-themed lounges for those professionals.
Yeah, next slide, please. Yeah, so this is where we try to bring in both the aspects of Shringara Rasa for youthful energy and Veera Rasa for the coffee tonic lovers. So there is, we try to create a harmonious balance, how we blend in both and how both the age categories of people can gel together along with the beverage offerings. Next slide, please.
Yeah. So mint mineral water is a trusty sidekick. So as and when you're moving from 21 onwards, you explore more of the mint mineral water, which fuel the youthful exploration and social connections. And then when you move from 21 to 25, you're trying to blend in a bit of mint mineral water and the coffee tonic. But as and when you move past the 30 age across, you're trying to get into a more refined, sophisticated manner to get you through the day. So it's more of I'm kind of an adult drink. So that's where we're looking at it. Next slide.
Next slide, please. Yeah, so this is how coffee tonic, when you're past your age of 40, 45, 50, it rejuvenates your Veera Rasa. It is an Ayurvedic rasa, which embodies boldness, calm, and confidence. So it also combines the good effects of coffee with tonic water, and it also has a low calorie offering. And as you can see in this graph, this is how we predict our initial retention rate, repeat purchase rate, and our brand loyalty to be done. All said, already the market research has been done. So this is how we try to market our products, and we are looking at such numbers. Next slide, please.
So research shows that coffee tonic has a special appeal for older customers. So it's about the grounding, warmth, and a sense of calm. So by aligning the Veera Rasa, we've crafted a product that's just more than a drink. It's a companion for those reflective moments.
Yes. Next slide, please. Yeah. So coming to the back end of our marketing presentation. So we, like you already mentioned, invoke your rasa. That is the most important part of having any drink. Shringara rasa for the youth, Veera Rasa for maturity. It embodies cannabis connection through different stages, and we get to enjoy mint's freshness and also coffee's depth. We have made a product. We have made a surrogate product in order to advertise. You all know what, which is not directly allowed in India. So this is how we will plan to use a surrogate. Next, last slide. Yeah. So thank you and enjoy every sip of Calvin mint mineral water. And like we already mentioned, cheers to the nights we won't remember, but with the friends we'll never forget. Thank you. Welcome to the
So you can hear us, Shruti, right? Shruti, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Okay, great. So I think first things first, very interesting presentation. I think it was presented also very well, and the way the narrative that was built was quite nice and interesting, and something which differentiated the entire positioning. So that well done on that. Just out of curiosity, what does the name of the group mean? What is Marketeers Elite?
Yeah. So basically, the idea was when we market a product, we are supposed to take that when we take in a marketing contract, we are supposed to take the company to a different level. So when we, especially when we are considering this case, we are promoting beer in India. So there are laws, strict stringent laws which don't allow promotion of alcohol through any direct means. So how Carlsberg does it through glasses, Royal Stag does it through CDs, Kingfisher through calendars. We needed to have a surrogate product. So what we thought is we have to build an elite level where people can associate our product with, in this case, people can associate our product with what we actually are intending to do. So we take it to an elite level. So that was the idea we wanted to name our team.
Okay, sure. Thank you for that explanation. So this is a similar question that I asked the prior team as well, that you're planning for an on-ground activity. How do you plan on manifestation of the entire campaign and having a 360 leg and arm to it?
Yes, ma'am. So basically, in order to conduct a beach bash campaign, let's say maybe with 500, 600 people, in Indian money, it would cost about 10 to 15 lakhs. So when we are, like you said, when we are planning, we have to plan for a 360-degree event. So when we follow the AIDA marketing strategy, that is, how we grab the attention, interest, desire, and then how we turn it into actionable work, which is actually being promoted. So we are, like we had mentioned, we are planning an overall event where there are separate banners to put across which promote our brand. It's not, it's also about Calbell, right? Calbell is offering these two drinks or these two beers, whichever it may be. So when we are promoting, we look forward to, giving out free merchandise which people can relate themselves to, and once they take it back home, they will have it in a place, maybe the headbands, wristbands, t-shirts. Those are all, in this discrete ways of promotion through which we can achieve, good viewership in order to grab their attention. And also the events, like we mentioned, it will be a themed event where, it will be a neon green sided one and a dark brown sided one with people with different age categories competing. So that would be a marketing strategy where we cover 360 degrees, follow the ADA process, how we grab the attention, then invoke the interest, and then how, we claim that status, how, post office, you can relax with a coffee tonic or a coffee beer. That is how we plan to we had planned to market and present.
Got it. So just one rectification here. So when you are saying that you have the color codings, etc., that's basically covering the event. That is not 360 marketing of the product launch. So I was referring to the 360 marketing of the product launch and the awareness of this event versus the other way around. But that's fine. And secondly, you've not mentioned the budget bifurcation, right? So when you're saying you would want to give merchandise, etc., everything comes at a cost. And as far as I remember reading the case study, the brand is tight on budget. So how do you plan on dividing the budget and ensuring the awareness and the big vision that you have for this?
I'm sorry, now I didn't hear the last part. How are you planning to?
How are you planning to bifurcate the budget and kind of actualizing this vision that you have for the brand?
Yes. So like we had mentioned, for the launch event, through a beach bash event, that is how we had planned. So we had projected a 10 to 15 lakhs investment should be required. It would involve, a 1 to 2 lakh for setting up of.
प्रेजेंटेशन है ना अभी जो केस कॉम कर रहे हैं अपन अभी है बस आधे घंटे में.
Excuse me, could you go on? Yes, thank you. So those 1 to 2, the initial 1 to 2 lakhs would be involved in setting up costs, how we set up banners and how we divide, 2 zones into 2 zones. That would involve 1 to 2 lakhs. And then when we hand out merchandise for people, that is the t-shirts, drinks, or the merchandise, that is where the initial main quantity cost would come in. That would cost about 6 to 7 lakhs. That would be the major cost which will be involved in the event. And then, involving taking up, there are certain license regulations to be followed when we are conducting such an event. So license fee, registration fees to conduct such an event, permissions, that would take anywhere between 1 to 1.7 lakhs in order to conduct an event in a public property. And then post that there would be something, yeah.
So you've not added that budget in your slides, you just have it like a mental note of it. This budget that you're telling me, hello?
Yes, ma'am, yes.
Yeah, I'm saying that the budget you're mentioning right now, the split and bifurcation, you've not added that in your slides, right?
Yes, ma'am. See, all that, we basically, everything was done. Market research, we were not involved in the market research part. Everything was done. So this is how we market our product through surrogate marketing. The deliverables had actually mentioned how we are going to market. So the cost, we thought, it was a different department, and the 2 new surrogate products which we are bringing would be the main idea. This cost, we had an analysis, and this is based on analysis of how, bigger campaigns such as Coca-Cola, Red Bull run campaigns in India.
Got it.
In, such events. That is it is a similar budget to that. So we were also expecting it for a crowd of 500, 600 people. This would be the budget. Yes, we are not mentioned in the slide like you mentioned, in order to not make it look like
Got it.
It was more of just a marketing pitch, which we had to promote our products, coffee, tonic, and mineral water.
Sure. So just one suggestion here. Cost is in fact the most critical part of marketing as a brand marketer. Because you can actually aim for the star and moon and think that you have 1,000 crore budget, but ultimately if you have like a 10 lakh budget, your entire plans then kind of fall flat, right? So budget is something which is the most critical, and your marketing plans derive out of it. You don't backfit it, right? So you make marketing plans once you know that you have 100 rupees in your pocket, not the other way around. Because every company has limited resources. It's not up to our whims and fancies that, okay, this ideation looks nice, so then we should go ahead with that. Okay, just last one question. You are the only team who has bifurcated the two, the TGs. Like other teams have combined into one campaign. You have used 2 different mini campaigns within the same campaign. So is there a specific reason you've done that and not found an intersection in terms of interest and preferences?
We did that primarily because of one major reason, which is to attract two different parts of it. So we wanted separate taglines for each one of them. That's how we initially went about discussing that idea, and rather than having a single unified part.
So it is like, like I mentioned, within the constraint, when we are involved in making an event or a product, it would not require two different categories, two different events. It is all how people come into shared spaces. That is what was even the deliverable. So how we, promote shared spaces, how people can, get together and enjoy the beverage. So we had planned, like you had said, maybe from other team, we wanted to be different, and we had planned it into two separate products. But when they combine into one product, that is why we had also mentioned to how we move through different phases of life and how, we take both the products combined.
Okay, so I have the most important question. Like you must have gone through the case study. So, what is the problem that you have understood from reading the case study?
One is the budget constraint, and second one is the beer cannot be directly marketed in India, so we must develop and marketing through surrogate marketing or creating the brand awareness among our target population. This is the major problem in our case.
So I think there is one more point that is mentioned there, that is LDA, legal drinking age. So with LDA, you can do the marketing. It's not important to do surrogate marketing for every product. So it's tough for me to understand why there's a diversion from actual products to surrogate products, because you are like just diminishing the actual products because it's beer. So you have to do a campaign that will ultimately promote your beer to the segmentation groups or say different age groups. Then I like the concept of using this exclusive merchandise, but again, like see, at the initial stage, you have used surrogate products just to avoid the constraint of doing the direct marketing. But why haven't you used the actual products in the event that you are doing? Because it's an on-ground activation. You are putting so much of budget in doing that event. So in that event, you could have used the actual products, that is your mint beer and the coffee beer. So why it is not there in the event, and again you are using the tonic water and mint water, mineral water.
Yes, ma'am. So I agree. I agree with your point. So like you had also mentioned, there. However, how many years we have been in the market for alcohol, we are not supposed to promote direct beer sales or advertisement in India. So we had used that. Like you had mentioned in the Beach Bash, we had told given budget for separate merchandise and divide into two zones. Maybe like you said, we can incorporate giving out sample beers of a product, which is the main product as well. But along with the surrogate product, people will also relate to it once people get to know, like how when we hear Carlsberg glasses, we naturally know Carlsberg is there for its alcoholic beverages. We can incorporate such a means also during the launch event as well, like that. Sure.
But like as you said, then the problem is the limited budget. So one, you are utilizing your budget for surrogate products. Again, then you have to actually spend money for creating a brand image for the actual products, because people will taste the water, and until and unless they will not taste the beer, so they will not have that experience. They can't like have the touch with the brand. So
Yes, just to create the awareness of two flavors, the mint mineral and the coffee tonic, we developed the two products, surrogate products. Directly, we haven't talked about the direct sample.
No, see, see directly when we are promoting it during our launch event, we would by word of mouth, yeah, definitely we can do that. So this is just a product through which we are promoting our main product, the surrogate product. But in real life, we will be, in fact, it was also mentioned in the slides, I guess. No, we're not tasting sessions, mixing sessions. So that will be conducted exclusively for people who are, who can become such brand aware influencers for us. We can conduct events and also post it on social media. That's why even we had hashtags, brew boldly. So brew boldly naturally relates to the beer or alcoholic products. So that is also one way through which we'll be incorporating, as mentioned, which is also there in our slides.
Everything is good, like the exclusive merchandise that you have used, the taglines that you have used, but the actual products are missing. if you would have connected all those taglines, exclusive merchandise with the actual products, so it would have be a better version with like with this beer category. That's from
Yeah,
my
so
side. Yeah.
yes, yes, correct. So maybe instead of we had just instead of promoting beer directly, so this our understanding of the case was how we can create a semiotic marketing strategy and using the laws how we can navigate them. So our marketing even was predominantly based on how we promote the brand and launch of two new products which are in similar lines. That is why we didn't shift to it altogether different product, like glasses or something. It has pretty much good relevance with the coffee beer and the mint beer. We have given a product which is very close, very similar to how it feels, and that's why we also got in the Indian concept of rasa, how we can invoke our rasa, Sringara rasa, Veera rasa, awareness to be built on that. That will be a differentiating factor from any other product. No one promotes their products, especially the alcoholic sector through rasa. So there is rasa is pretty much involved in every aspect of our life. So when we build in the rasa concept, it will relate to the audience much. And when we, once our brand develops or once we market our product, with people get to know it's beer, that will be a standout point, a USP for this product.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Wow, what a fantastic presentation. It was such an informative solution to the case. We all are addicted to success, fame, and beer. So let us welcome the next team, Team Edits, led by Sahajpreet Singh for their presentation. This team will be also joining us online. So give a huge round of applause for Team Edits.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, judges. I'm Anushka, along with Sahajpreet and Tanmay here, and we are from the marketing team of Calvate Beers. We are here to pitch our unique marketing campaign. But before moving on to the actual campaign, I would like to first discuss the situation at hand. So we were supposed to create a marketing campaign for the specific city of Delma Bay, which is a coastal town having colleges coexisting with corporate spaces, giving rise to a contrasting population mix. Now, to cater to this contrasting mix, Calvate, our firm, planned to launch two flavored beer variants, a mint flavored beer for the youngster and a coffee flavored beer for the older demographic. Hence, the theme of our campaign that we're going to present will serve the vibrant branding to the youngsters in the marketing of mint beer and a sophisticated feeling in the marketing to the older demographic via the coffee flavored beer. Can we move on to the campaign slide? The third slide. The next one. So what components will be there in our campaign? So there will be 5 major components. The first will be a redefined logo matching the vibe of Delma Bay. The second will be a series of emotional commercials, the plot of which will give nostalgia to the older demographic, but at the same time letting the younger ones know what's coming next. The third thing will be our expressive mascots, which will be at the center stage of our semiotic marketing campaign, since showing of alcoholic beverages directly is restricted in India. Fourth will be our digital campaign, #City Rhythms. And lastly, our on-ground marketing products, which are the dual-sided posters and life-size mascots. Each of these will be elaborated by Sahajpreet and Sapir.
Right on.
Just one.
One, two, three, four. उसमें देखिए.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible now.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, you're audible now.
Right. So, sorry for that. Can we move to the next slide? Right. So, coming on to the logo, right? Now, starting off with the text, it represents boldness, and the icon represents fun at the beach, which caters towards both our audiences, be it the younger audience, or be it the mature audience. And then coming on to the colors of it, it represents a sunset, asking you to sit back, relax, and just wait as the day is about to end. It's clean and it's versatile, and it represents Calvert as well as Del Mar. And as for the tagline, two worlds, one escape, we feel like perfectly encapsulates the upcoming ad that we are going to talk about. The two demographics find one need that needs to be, they find the need to be to unwind at the end of the day, and that's where they both connect together. Moving on to the next slide. Now, what is a marketing campaign without an ad? So let me begin with the ad, which is full of emotions filled up to the brim, be it anticipation or be it nostalgia. Now picture this. After a long day of college presentations and classes, a group of college friends arrives at Cafe Sapphire. From the rooftop, the protagonist looks out at the sky and sees the setting sun and feels like, oh, finally, the day is about to end. But then, when he looks at the beach, he sees people playing volleyball, and certain electricity starts popping up in the air, and colors start popping up left and right around him as he feels something inside. But then he realizes that, oh, he doesn't have that energy left anymore, and then closes his eyes and feels like that, yes, the hard work that he has put in today will be worth it at the end. Now this screen fades and we move on to the other demographic, which is office professionals coming from their office work. They are climbing up the stairs of classroom and they're talking about which stock they should invest in next. And the protagonist, which is you, looks out again and sees the same beach, the same sunset. And he's a little envious of the people sunbathing at the beach. But then when the waves hit the shore, he closes his eyes and reflects upon all the hard work and all the dedication that he's put in through to achieve this success. Now, these were the two words that we were talking about. Now, coming on to that one escape, the unifying moment will be the tagline. And when these two protagonists are completely zoned out, the waiter comes in and starts putting up posters for the beer, which is our surrogate product, the posters. And the subtle click of the posters being put on the table will bring them back. And as they join their respective groups on the rooftops, the screen will fade out and the tagline appears, Calvert, two words, one escape. Moving on to the next slide. Now we have our expressive mascots, which I feel like are the heartbeat of Calvert. Coming on to the millennial mascot first, you see him, he's mature, he has a content state of mind. With coffee, colors, and a newspaper in hand, this guy will be the perfect mentor for your upcoming intern. And as for the youth mascot, he's energetic, he's youthful, he's got those headphones on him, and you know that he's fully careless. And with that grin, with that smile, who wouldn't want to befriend this guy, right? Now, moving on to the next slide, which is our social media campaign, will be taken up by Tanmay.
Right. So coming on to our digital campaign idea. Our idea is to launch an engaging challenge where followers share the unique city rhythm movements. This could be anything that resonates with the urban vibe of the city, whether it's the pulse of the nightlife, the calm of a quiet coffee break, or the energy of a vibrant street scene. The goal is to capture those moments that make the city special and at the same time bring out the spirit of our brand, Carol. The campaign will encourage followers to post their city rhythms movement on social media using using the brand's hashtags. And by doing this, we will be inviting them to share how Calvert fits into their day-to-day city life, creating an organic connection with our products. On the slide, you can also see the sample visuals from the campaign. which contains the taglines of brewed to work and meant to be, and which beat you playing, coffee or mint. This playful wording reflects the lively, diverse spirit of our campaign and aims to draw users in, encouraging them to join the challenge. Now coming on to the next slide. Since direct promotion of alcohol products is restricted in India, we have come up with surrogate products. Our primary surrogate product is the dual-sided posters, which has Calvo branding on the one side and our expressive mascots on the other side. So now coming on to where we will be using these surrogate products. First is like we will be distributing them in popular hangout spots such as shacks on the beach and popular cafes, which will promote the brand and help it reach further scale. Second, we will be promoting our surrogate product in the coffee break, office break areas and college cafes, which will seamlessly integrate the brand into the daily routine of the professionals as well as the college goers. Third, we will be partnering with the sporting events where the life-size version of the mascots will be showcased at the venue to further enhance the brand recall, and we will be also providing the sample beers to the people enjoying the sporting event. Coming on to the next slide, the packaging slide. So this slide shows our suggestive packaging ideas and its comparison with the reference packaging that we got. We have kept the coffee's beer packaging on more conventional and sophisticated, and while the mint beer's packaging is on mint beer's font and color scheme is on the more vibrant angle. At the same time, we have encapsulated the Calvin brand, which just stands for the like the elements of the palm tree and the branding as well. Now, the Anushka will be talking you through the financials of the campaign.
Yes, so talking a bit about the money, Calbee has priced its mint flavored beer at rupees 159 and its coffee flavored beer at rupees 209. Now, taking the assumption that there are only 4 competitors in the market given in the case study, and the Calbee mint and coffee beers will be able to achieve 5% and 3% market share in the first year of its launch, respectively, our revenue estimations are approximately 50 crores from the sale of mint flavored beer only, and 35 crores from the sale of coffee flavored beer. Given that market is supposed to grow at an 8% year-on-year growth rate, and the company keeps at par with this trend, we will be able to achieve a revenue of more than double that of its first year revenue at approximately 115 crores in just the 5th year of its existence. Overall, we see a sunny future of Calwave in the coastal beaches of Delma Bay. Hope we'll be able to implement this strategy, this campaign soon. Thank you so much.
Hello, can you guys hear me? I see the nod, but I need to hear them.
Yes.
Okay. Great. I think. Hello. Okay. Cool. So I think first things first, great presentation. I think I feel the essence of the brief has been captured well in this presentation, where it's actually a marketing campaign and it touches upon all the deliverables where it's concerned about the experiences or the semiotics, because I did not see the actual interpretation of semiotics in any other presentation, or it was there in some capacity, but it has come out well in the presentation. So well done. I just want to understand, and I want to ask. The first things first, budget is missing, right? So why do you have a very elaborate campaign planning in terms of mascots, in terms of a TVC, in terms of everything XYZ? So budget allocation, you've purposely not added, or I mean, how's that placed?
In the case study itself, we were not given any numbers regarding what the budget will be or what will be the expenses per se. So everything will have to sort of assume. But since we tried keeping the target realistic and our revenue projections were really strong, we thought that even if if our commercial is having like a big one-time expenditure, we can defer that expenditure in the coming years, and our revenue will be more than sufficient to cover it.
Got it. So the same suggestion that I gave the other team, over a period of time, what I've also observed is that marketing is a cost center, right, for any company. So it is always, and slowly, marketing is also responsible equally for the revenue, for the P&L, etc. So whenever you're thinking, it's in the college, when you start your jobs, etc., always think budget first, because that will just help you have a more fine-tuned marketing plan, right? Secondly, you added a mascot, which is very interesting. I did not see a representation or the usage of mascot. So I want to understand from your approach that what was the reason to exist for the mascot?
Yeah. So am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So as for the mascots, they encapsulates the mascots. They encapsulate semiotic marketing as a whole. They're a symbol, and they'll attract different demographics when they are on those posters in our social media campaign. And also posters, we have dual-sided posters. The mascots also, like one side represents Calweb, the logo, and then the other side of the poster will have the mascot representing the particular demographic. So like, let's say youngsters are coming in, we can market them those particular posters, or if someone wants to take them in for the older demographic, then we can give them the coffee mascot.
Okay, got it. And just lastly, so what was your reference or inspiration when you got down to this campaign curation? Like, what is the brand that you studied, or where did you get the ideas from?
We studied on majorly Bida because they also have like a mascot which they use in every ad and their logo as well. So that was a quite of inspirational for us. We didn't use like products like Carlsberg's glasses and all. We used the mascot as a major thing.
Cool, got it. But great presentation, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, and sorry for the glitch.
Yeah, so team, it's a great presentation, and I like the visuals that you have used, must to be and brewed to work. Apart from that, the team has so I'm also there as a secondary member. I think you have forgot that. Can you hear me? Anushka, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was saying like the visuals that you have used, like Mint to be and Brewed to work, they were amazing. Also the coasters that you have used, like dual side coasters, it's a great idea for the campaign. And like you said that you will be doing such kind of campaigns in the right popular cafes or restaurants. So it is the right place for doing the right campaign. So that strategy is also good. But I want to understand, like, when you will run this campaign, so how many months will you consider in a year to run this campaign? Because it's not possible to just push the money for all months. You must have thought of doing for some particular months, and what will be the evaluation method or process to evaluate that this campaign is successful for you guys?
Right. So for the success metrics, we were thinking of that we should at least have the ad up for like at least 3 months. Then maybe we can change the ad. We need to see how many people are clicking on how many people are engaging with the City Rhythms app, City Rhythms campaign as well on be it Instagram, Facebook, and also the coasters. We need to know how many people are actually going and buying coasters on their own compared to how many people are buying it when we are selling it, to certain customers.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Team Edits. I hope our judges in the audience got a detailed information from your delivery. Now, we would like to invite Team 6, Team Quantum Squad, led by Abhishek Kumar Mahto. This team will also be joining us online. Please welcome them with a big round of applause.
Hello, am I audible now? Okay, so good evening everyone. Man, unfortunately my team is not here. They are in placement process. So we are here to make waves, to shake things up, and bring a fresh, innovative approach to world of drinks. Just like the name suggests, Quantum Squad is all about the energy, precision, and bold moves that capture attention and redefine experiences. Today, we are excited to present our campaign, Refresh and Revive, created for Carwave. Our mission to make Carwave the ultimate companion for every moment that deserves to be celebrated. Whether it's a Friday night or a cozy late-back evening with friends. So let's dive in and we will show you how Carwave is ready to transform the way we drink, socialize, and savor those unforgettable moments. We have a video here, and just to clarify, the video in this presentation isn't an ad. It's more of a quick synopsis to give our viewers a sense of the vibe and story behind Carwave. Can you guys play it? Video is in the PPT only. Oh, okay then. And skip it. Skip. Okay. So, moving on to the next slide. We are generating a buzz with social media ads and online articles that showcase Carwave as a drink for social gatherings. But it doesn't stop there. Offline, we are creating awareness through promotional events, pop-up tastings, and collaborations with local bars, letting people experience Carwave firsthand in social settings. In this stage, we engage audiences with online reviews, testimonials, and influencers shoutouts. We are building a strong presence in retail stores and cafes, where customers can find Carwave prominently displayed and supported by product demos. Finally, we make it easy for them to choose Carwave with seamless online purchasing options and attractive discounts and bundles. And offline, we are partnering with retail locations for in-store promotions, encouraging impulse buys and offering deals that make Carwave a convenient choice. Next slide. Now let's talk about who we are reaching with mint beer and coffee beer. For younger audiences, it's all about something new, exciting, and refreshing. Mint beer is designed to match their energy and social vibe. It's light, trendy, and adds a fun twist to casual meetups, making it a refreshing choice that fits right into the scene that they are after. Older, more sophisticated drinkers, on the other hand, lean towards flavors with depth and boldness. Coffee beer's rich profile is perfect for them. ideal for slower, more intimate settings where they can appreciate the full bodied taste. This is a kind of drink that aligns with their taste for quality and depth, adding a unique touch to their social moments. By understanding these preferences, we are able to position each product to fit naturally into different lifestyles. Next slide. Our journey with customers tapped into both online and offline experiences to make Carweb a seamless choice. We are generating buzz with social media ads and online articles that showcase Carweb as a dream for social gatherings. Offline, we are creating awareness through promotional events, pop-up tastings, and collaborations with local bars. In consideration stage, we engage audience with online reviews, testimonials, and influencer shoutouts. We are building a strong presence in retail stores and cafes where customers can find Carweb prominently displayed and supported by others' product demos. In the decision process, we finally make it easy for them to choose Carweb with seamless online purchasing options, attractive discounts, or bundles. We are partnering with retail locations for in-store promotions, encouraging impulse buyers, and offering deals that make Carweb a convenient choice. This adds a well-rounded multi-channel approach to our customer journey section. Next slide. There's a product strategy. Carweb stands out with unique flavors. Mint pairs for a refreshing twist and coffee bar for a bold option. Seasonal flavors like pumpkin spice add excitement and keep things fresh. For pricing strategy, we designed it to premium but accessible, so everyone for casual to craft beer lovers feels included. For distribution, we are everywhere our customers are. Online, in stores, and event at pop-up events, making Carweb easy to find and buy. Finally, the promotional strategy focus on relatable branding and local influences. So Carweb feels like a brand that speaks directly to each community. Next slide. Here's how Carweb is taking its approach to connect with different communities. First, thinking on urban versus rural. In cities, we are focusing on trendy vibe promotions to make the fast-paced vibe. While rural areas are known with more down to earth and relatable, resonating with the local community. Then we have local influencers. Instead of a one-size-fits-all approach, we work with influencers who people trust locally, making pick a recommendation from a friend. Language and tone are also key. Carweb's message will be culturally inclusive, making sure we are relatable to everyone, no matter where they are from. And finally, their seasonal twist. Carweb will bring out flavors like mint beer for summer and coffee beer for winter, plus limited edition flavors each season, like pumpkin spice, keep things fresh and exciting, giving people something to look forward to. With this mix, Carweb becomes more than just a drink. It's a brand that adapts and belongs everywhere. We know flavored beers are still growing in popularity, so Carweb wants to make these options feel like natural choices. One way we are doing this is by connecting with flavors people already love in other products. For example, our mint beer is light and refreshing, perfect for a warm day or social gatherings, while people want something cool and different. It's like the mint flavors people already enjoy in things like iced drinks, making it easy to approach. Similarly, coffee beer brings those rich coffee notes that coffee already know and crave. With a twist for their evening drink. By bridging this familiar taste, Carweb creates a sense of comfort with a touch of adventure. Essentially, our goal is to make flavored beer feel like an extension of people's existing tastes, making Carweb the easy and exciting choice for both new and seasoned drinkers. Next. Then we tap into seasonality and events. Sorry. Like okay, we already know. For the coffee products, we are introducing lip balm and coffee for the coffee flavored beer. Our offering brings traditional and modern social gatherings. Coffee is ideal for professional networking and more refined social gatherings. While lip balm is a daily to use product which would showcase our brand in daily use. Next slide. Yeah, next slide. Okay, so this is the market share. It's currently $4.44 billion in 2024, and it is expected to grow in $15 billion in 2032. Next slide. Okay, so in essence, our approach brings lifestyle appeal, blending mint and coffee into daily life and positioning flavored beer as an extension of familiar experiences. This strategy combines cultural, sensory, and lifestyle elements to make flavored beer a welcoming and resonant choice for consumers. Thank you.
Thanks, Abhishek. Just confirm if you can hear me.
Pardon? Can you repeat it?
Okay, got it. So, can you hear me, Abhishek?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So, good presentation. I think the ACD and the distribution and all of those pointers that you touched upon very strong. My question is that what is the campaign theme? So I understood the branding part of it, the marketing, the GTM basically. But the deliverables, as far as I understand, was the campaign theme to integrate both these products. So what is that campaign theme?
Ma'am, actually we chose lip balm based, like a consumer says, shows that crossover between personal care and brand. It suggests that 67% of consumers are more likely to remember a brand if it's introduced to the item. That's why we chose lip balm and coffee. And the mint is a refreshing flavor, so everyone will remember it after using our products.
Okay, so that is your execution. That is your marketing plan of how you want to distribute or collaborate with products, right? That is a peripheral thing. But your campaign theme becomes that what is your positioning? What is your BDP? So that is missing right now. This becomes a part of your execution in terms of that if you want to say that my campaign says best times with your friends. So then how are you putting that best time with friends into thematic campaigns, tactical campaigns? But your campaign theme is missing right now, which was one of the deliverable for the brief. Secondly, is there a particular reason you've divided the flavors? Because again, I think the idea was to launch both the products at the same time. Now what you've done is you want the mint flavor to be available during the spring stroke summer season and the other one in the other season. So is there a particular reason?
Not really, ma'am. But we thought that it would be more relative in summer season, the mint one, and the coffee one is for winter seasons.
Okay, got it. So just I think to conclude, the presentation was strong, the brand drivers were strong. However, I think there's a disconnect between the problem statement and the solutions provided. So I think that you need to be cognizant of that whenever you're creating for in college or later in life. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
So, Abhishek, I don't have any question right now, but I think that the budget is missing from your presentation. And also one thing, like you said that mint should be used for summer and coffee for winters. So you have to do a campaign that will cover both the products like mint and coffee. So what you could have thought of like using mint in the like daytime and this coffee for nighttime. Thank you. Thanks so much.
Got it.
Thank you, Team Quantum Squad, for the wonderful presentation. Now we have the last team to present for the event. So please everyone give a huge round of applause for team number 7, Marketing Mavericks, led by Akshita Gupta.
Yeah, my team member Yash will be starting off with the presentation.
Hello, am I audible? Hi, hello, good evening everyone. Thank you for giving us this opportunity. We are Team Marketing Mavericks, here to present our innovative marketing strategy designed for the launch of two unique beer flavors, coffee beer and mint beer by Carlsberg. So can you please, next slide, please? Thank you. Our challenge in the hand is to navigate a dual target approach, catering to ambitious, career focused professionals with our bold and rich coffee beer, and at the same time appealing to adventurous and budget conscious students with our vibrant and refreshing mint beer. Despite distinct target audience, the goal was to create a integrated marketing strategy that resonates with both the groups while maintaining consistent brand identity and adhering to legal advertising constraints in Delma Bay. Let's dive into how we plan to achieve this with creative campaigns and engaging events that fosters community and brand loyalty. Could you please have the next slide? Thank you. So, as any marketing plan starts with a good marketing research, so here's the summary of the market and the competitions and our competitors. The Delma Bay has Delma Bay's annual alcohol market size is of 2,500 crores and a 8% year-on-year market growth rate. Talking about the division of market, so 45% of the drinkers are belongs to the young age, 35% to the young professional, and 20% to the mature and adult drinkers. Talking about the competitors, so we have three major competitors: Campus Brew, Urban Hops, and Brew World. These three competitors have target different markets and have different USPs. Campus Brew targeting the young and having the USP of being affordable and having fruity beers or fruity taste. Urban Hops targeting the young professionals with appealing to having a vintage aesthetic appeal to their beer, and Brew World targeting the adult section, the mature drinkers, and having the USP of being bold and premium brand, strong taste. So based on the market research and the competitor analysis, Carl Wave had the pricing strategy uh, of mint catering to the young professionals, priced at 159 rupees, with the USP of being vibrant, having a vibrant branding and light-hearted experience, and the coffee beer priced at 209 rupees, with the USP of having deep flavor profile and professional appeal. The next slide, please.
So I'll be talking about two distinct customer personas who have two unique preferences in our product lineup, mint beer and coffee beer. So let's start with the adventurous spirit of our first persona. So here I present to you Mr. Rohan Mehra. So Rohan Mehra is a 24-year-old MBA student from IIT Ghaziabad, currently interning at Wipro. He is young, enthusiastic, and most importantly, adventurous. Rohan loves exploring new places and trying new things, be it a unique flavor or an outdoor trek. So challenges. But as a student, Rohan faces a few constraints. He wants exciting, fresh options, but on a budget. Affordable flavors that feel premium are exactly what he is looking for, but his options are often limited. This is where mint beer steps in as a perfect blend of adventure and affordability, appealing to his desire for a cool factor without breaking the bank. Opportunities. How do we engage someone like Rohan Mehra? Branded merchandise like mint flavor beer taps or interactive campaigns such as Mintra Moments on Instagram can resonate with his personality, and there are many more things which we will be covering in the next slide. Next slide, please. Okay, so now here is our second customer persona. So now let's meet Siddharth Kapoor. Siddharth Kapoor is a 36-year-old working professional at Ultratech. He lives in Gurugram and his life is all about balance. He is committed to both his professional and personal goals. Unlike Rohan, Siddharth is drawn to sophisticated lifestyle. He enjoys the finer things and after a long day he appreciates a drink that reflects his taste. Challenges. However, Siddharth faces his own set of challenges. With a busy work schedule, he often struggles to find the right balance between a social life and a personal relaxation. And here we bring the coffee beer to him, offering a unique coffee flavored twist as compared to the traditional beer. So opportunities to engage with a person like Siddharth, we could organize coffee brew evenings, which can be done on the coffee cafes. And yes. So now both Rohan Mehra and Siddharth are unique customer personas, yet they both share a connection with our brand through different experiences. Mint beer gives Rohan the excitement of adventure, while coffee beer offers Siddharth the sophistication and relaxation he seeks. Next slide, please. Okay, so now talking about the legal aspects, as we enter the market, it's crucial to be aware of the legal regulations surrounding alcohol advertising. Firstly, direct advertising of alcohol beverages is prohibited across traditional media, that is TV, radio, and print. So brands often rely on surrogate marketing to promote indirectly. On social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, enforce age rating tools to restrict access to underage users, and compliance with these tools is mandatory. Influencers are also subject to strict guidelines. They must label sponsored posts clearly as sponsored to ensure transparency in advertising. Finally, advertisements cannot imply health benefits or suggest that alcohol can improve personal success, attractiveness, or performance. Now, moving on to the next slide, my team member Harshita will be taking over from here. So in a marketing strategy, surrogate marketing plays a key role. So by using non-alcoholic extensions like mint and coffee sodas, we aim to represent the spirit of our brand, which is without directly advertising alcohol. So this approach allows us to communicate the unique lifestyle values of our products, which is sophistication and youthfulness, through flavors that resonate with each other. We are also mindful of the evolving regulations around surrogate marketing, which may introduce new restrictions. So if needed, we are prepared to adapt our strategy by focusing on lifestyle themes and experiences, such as promoting our brand's core value of relaxation. And we will try to make it as a lifestyle. So please move to the next slide. So our campaign centers on fostering emotional connection and positioning our beer as a part of lifestyle choice. So we crafted two very relatable scenarios. So first, imagine two brothers at a cozy cafe. The younger one, who's energetic and adventurous, chooses the vibrant, refreshing mint beer, and the older brother, with a more seasoned perspective, he goes for the richer and more seasoned coffee beer. So this simple scene highlights how each beer reflects a different stage of life, connecting individuals with celebrating their uniqueness. So our second scene brings us to a workplace setting where a manager and his young team unwind after a very hectic schedule. So the manager opts for the coffee beer, complementing his experience, while his younger employees choose mint beer, mirroring their energetic spirit. Please move to the next slide. Yeah. So to bring our campaign to life, we are hosting a one-day event through Book My Show, which is Chill and Thrill, which has been designed to appeal to both young adults and older audiences at the same time, which was the key challenge. So this event will be filled with activities that bridge the gap between our target demographics, creating a balanced environment that's both lively and relaxed. Could you please move to the next slide, please? So for younger attendees, we have live music and interactive stations to reflect the vibrant social vibe, while older guests can enjoy artisanal experiences like guided tasting. So our outreach strategy for Chill and Thrill is designed to reach both young adults and professionals effectively. So for younger audience, we will utilize social media platforms, leveraging influential partnerships, and creating an interactive hashtag to generate the buzz. And we'll also target high traffic areas like local cafes and bars with eye-catching posters and flyers. And for adults, we'll focus on more direct and professional channels like email newsletters, targeted ads, and LinkedIn posts, highlighting the event's sophisticated aspects. Additionally, we are using Book My Show for ticket sales, which will add credibility and convenience. So, although we are currently designing the event with surrogate branding, we are prepared to adapt if the regulations change sometime. So, this adaptability would mean rebranding the event as lifestyle gathering or focus on shared experiences, using themes which emphasize relaxation and social bonding instead of explicit brand elements. Please move to the next slide. Yeah, so my friend Yash would be explaining the financial aspects.
So talking about the financial analysis, financial aspect of the campaign of the concert, we have taken the 1,000 ticket sales number from the 1,200 respondents of our survey. We are assuming that initially the respondents will be the ticket sales will be limited. So if you keep the price at 1,500 rupees, with 1,000 sales, we will be generating a total revenue of 15 lakh rupees. These are the costs that we have to, at our concerts, we have to incur to implement the concerts. These includes the DJ music cost, live photo booth cost, social media campaigning cost, email newsletters, poster flyers, event staff, and other miscellaneous expenses, which would be totaling the 14 lakhs. And if we talk about the net profit, we would be able to generate a 1 lakh rupees of net profit. So these all are the estimations, and in my view, these will be much higher as the campaign grows. Please head to the next slide. Excuse me, please head to the next slide. Thank you for your attention. I hope that the Carl Webs have finally found the ideal marketing strategy, and thank you.
Okay, thank you guys for the presentation. You can hear me, right? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes, she is.
Okay, great. So I think the launch part of it was well covered, and the actual event, like the end-to-end strategy, was like a little fine-tuned than what we've seen. One thing I liked about the presentation was the persona identification. So I think the world has moved away from demographics, and personas is very important because an 18-year-old person can like pretty much the same thing that a 26-year-old person can like. So persona is more important than in fact demographics nowadays. So that was good. Just one question. What potential risk do you think that your marketing campaign has, and how would you combat it?
So, ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, you are, Harshita.
Yeah, so in a regulated market like India, building brand loyalty relies on creating a stronger emotional connection with consumers. So this campaign focus on building loyalty by associating our products with meaningful experiences, like connecting with siblings and bonding with colleagues and all that. And most of the brands here in India, they focus on taste and luxury. So our brand will bring something different, which is relatability.
Okay, no, so I repeat my question. My question was, what is the potential risk you think you will have in your marketing campaign?
So, ma'am, am I audible? Can I take over?
Yes, Akshata, please.
So, ma'am, as we have introduced an event in our marketing campaign, so the major challenge would be to bring the footfall in the campaign, and that we will be covering through the social media platforms by hitting contest over there and by engaging with our customers over there, so that when we bring our campaign, when we bring our event in person, we have a good footfall over there.
Ma'am, adding to Akshita's point, one of the potential risks that we also could be having is that our campaign or our approach is could be easily copied by our competitors. If it succeeds, our competitors could adopt or be inspired by that. So to combat that, we have to regularly keep on coming with new campaigns, or we have to build a community in the concert or the music festival that we introduce, Chill and Thrill. So those are the risks. And
I'm sorry, ma'am, I missed up your question. So adding on to Yash's point, I think if surrogate marketing becomes completely restricted, one key challenge would be to make a shift towards non-branded lifestyle promotions. So our brand would have to be agile to adapt to that in case that happens.
Got it. Well answered, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi team, it was a great presentation, and I want to understand why you guys have chosen surrogate marketing as a right strategy for a new brand in the market. Should I repeat my question?
Yes, ma'am, could you please repeat it?
So I want to understand why you guys have used surrogate marketing for a new brand, like as a entry strategy in the market. Like these brands are the new brand in the market. So why do you want to use surrogate marketing as the strategy for it?
And since we are operating in a very highly regulated environment, we thought that it would be safe to come up with a surrogate marketing strategy, which would involve uh, incorporating brand extensions and event marketing. And there is also a case in which surrogate marketing can be banned altogether. So we studied different alcohol brands. We studied the Sula Fest conducted by Sula Vineyard. So, and we studied different alcohol brands and how they advertise their brands in India. So this, upon gathering all the data, this is what we came up with.
Ma'am, adding to Harshita's point, actually having a surrogate marketing then is for a new brand, it is actually crucial for the brand to have surrogate marketing to create an image in the consumer's mind. Like, when the consumer goes to buy that product, they need to have in mind our company's logo or our company's name at least, or the branding colors, so that they could have a recall value.
So don't you think like the taste and experience of the actual product is mandatory instead of surrogate products?
Yes, ma'am, it is actually mandatory. That is why we are also planning to have a concert or the music festival so that we could expose our customers to the taste of our newly launched products, the mint beer and the coffee beer.
Okay, and next question is like you guys have used two campaigns to cater the TG of different age groups. Is it linked to the event or you have like adopted that as two different campaigns to attract the TG of different age groups like youngsters and adults?
So, ma'am, actually, both the campaigns are linked together. The first campaign caters to the bond between elder brother and the younger brother,
I want
and
to
also
understand
the
whether
manager.
this strategy is linked to the event, like the event that you are planning to do. Is it linked to that? Is it a part of that?
Yes, ma'am, that's what I'm explaining. It caters to the relationship between elder brother and younger brother, and the manager and the employee, and the fest that we are mentioned. The younger brother and this bond will the concert that we are organizing is actually caters to both the age group, the elder and the younger. So both that relationship could be easily fostered or could develop into the concert. If I'm sorry, I'm not able to listen properly, but that could be further. The bond could be further.
Yeah. Adding to Yash's point, we will be running an advertisement campaign, and along with it, we will be hosting an event called Chill and Thrill. So that is designed to reach both young adults and professionals at the same time. Both of them will be attending it so that we are catering to both the segments at the same time. And we have fun activities planned for both of them.
Okay. And I like that you made a profit of 1 lakh by doing that event. Good.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Some technical glitches are bound to happen when you are connecting with people directly from Dubai. So I would like to request the team to please show Team Quantum Squad's video to the judges, which they missed during the presentation. Wow, what a fantastic lineup of presentation. Each team brought something unique and insightful to the case. And you all did an outstanding job. While our judges deliberate, we will have a few moments of downtime.